Imagine two colossal forces, Elon Musk, the mind behind SpaceX, and Donald Trump, a political heavyweight, locked in a public feud. This isn't a distant cosmic drama, it's unfolding right here, threatening over $22 billion in US government space contracts. These deals are the backbone of America's ambitions in space. Artemis moon landings, Starlink military communications, and astronaut transport to the ISS all hang in the balance. The rift isn't just about money, it's about the future of exploration and national security. When personal and political battles spill into science and strategy, the risks skyrocket. The universe won't wait for us to settle our disputes. Our ability to explore, learn, and lead in space now faces a challenge born from human discord. What happens when the architects of our future dreams are caught in present-day power struggles? The $22 billion at stake represents more than contracts. It's America's leadership and vision for the stars. Will this turbulence ground our ambitions, or can we chart a path through the storm? The world is watching as this unprecedented drama unfolds. Not long ago, Musk and Trump were allies. An unexpected partnership of ambition and influence. Trump praised Musk as a genius, and Musk gave Trump a personal tour of SpaceX's Starship control room. Reports suggested Musk became a major financial backer, allegedly pledging hundreds of millions to Trump's campaigns. Musk wasn't just a donor, he was a key advisor, his voice echoing in the halls of power. For SpaceX, this meant smoother access to government contracts. For Trump, it was a futuristic boost to his political brand. Their alliance seemed poised to propel both their interests and the nation's into new frontiers. But alliances built on shifting political sands are fragile. The mutual praise masked deeper complexities and potential fault lines. The journey from partnership to public feud shows how quickly tides turn when egos and fortunes collide. Their relationship was about to explode. The alliance shattered in June 2025 when Musk publicly slammed a key Trump policy, calling it a disgusting abomination. This wasn't just disagreement, it was open warfare. The feud escalated fast, turning personal as they argued over who deserved credit for Trump's election win. Trump withdrew support for a Musk ally nominated to lead NASA, signaling political retribution. At rallies, Trump mocked Musk and threatened investigations into SpaceX's government contracts. Musk fired back, halting campaign donations and hinting at explosive secrets, even floating the idea of a new political party. For a moment, Musk threatened to ground SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft, risking US access to the ISS before quickly backtracking. The public unraveling was complete. Personal attacks, threats, and brinkmanship put national interests in the crossfire. What began as policy disagreement spiraled into a black hole of animosity. The once bright alliance had collapsed. The stakes for America's space future had never been higher. The world watched as the feud deepened. SpaceX isn't just another contractor, it's the backbone of America's space ambitions. Over $22 billion in NASA and Pentagon contracts tie the nation's future in space to Musk's company. SpaceX's Starship is essential for the Artemis moon program. Without it, lunar landings face catastrophic delays. The Pentagon relies on SpaceX for Starlink military satellites and advanced spy satellites, critical for national security. In 2023 alone, SpaceX secured nearly 100 federal contracts, showing just how deeply it's woven into U.S. space operations. Starlink also powers global communications, including vital support for Ukraine's military. SpaceX is even tasked with safely deorbiting the ISS after its retirement. This deep entanglement means any disruption has immediate, far-reaching consequences. America's cosmic journey is now tied to the fate of this partnership. If the feud disrupts SpaceX contracts, the consequences could be dire. SpaceX's Crew Dragon is the only U.S. vehicle for astronaut transport to the ISS. Without it, NASA could be forced to rely on Russian Soyuz capsules again. The Artemis program's lunar ambitions hinge on SpaceX's Starship. Delays could derail plans for a moon base and push Mars missions further away. Military and intelligence operations are at risk. SpaceX launches vital satellites for secure communications and reconnaissance. Jeopardizing these contracts could leave gaps in national security and delay critical deployments. Scientific missions would also suffer, with satellites grounded and discoveries lost. A single political decision could trigger cascading effects across science, defense, and exploration. The intricate web of dependencies means the stakes are incredibly high. America's leadership in space hangs in the balance. The world is watching. If SpaceX is sidelined, who can fill the gap? The answer, almost no one, at least not quickly. Boeing's Starliner is still struggling to achieve regular crew flights. Northrop Grumman and Sierra Space aren't ready for crewed missions. For heavy lift launches, SpaceX's Falcon Heavy and Starship are unmatched in cost and performance. United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur is promising but can't match SpaceX's pace or price. Blue Origin's lunar lander is years behind Starship. SpaceX's innovation and aggressive development have made it nearly irreplaceable in the US space ecosystem. Redundancy takes time, and right now, there's no true backup. America's space ambitions are more dependent on SpaceX than ever. The Musk-Trump feud has sparked intense debate among experts, policymakers, and the public. NASA is treading carefully, focused on mission continuity amid political chaos. Experts agree, the government can't easily cancel SpaceX contracts. There are no real alternatives. Musk's vast business empire is deeply intertwined with federal policy, making him both powerful and vulnerable. Some believe Musk will weather the storm. Others worry about the dangers of letting personal feuds threaten national infrastructure. Social media is ablaze, with one side arguing SpaceX is too vital to lose, and the other warning against letting critical missions hinge on individual whims. The public anxiety is real. If contracts can be threatened by personal disputes, the entire government-industry partnership is at risk. The debate reflects deeper concerns about power, accountability, and the future of American progress. The stakes go far beyond any single contract. The feud's impact hit Wall Street fast. Tesla stock plunged 14%, erasing $150 billion in value, while Trump media dropped 8%. Competitors like AST SpaceMobile and EchoStar saw gains, as investors speculated on SpaceX's potential troubles. Meanwhile, new policies threaten Musk's other ventures. Proposed cuts to EV tax credits and charging infrastructure funding signal a tough road ahead for Tesla. Trump's team is preparing for a drawn-out battle, forcing allies and industry players to pick sides. Musk could retaliate with his wealth and social media influence, escalating the conflict. Allies of Trump have called for investigations into Musk's business and personal life, raising the stakes. House Democrats seized on Musk's claims about Trump and Epstein, demanding document releases. Some public figures urge reconciliation, but the path forward is fraught with obstacles. The fallout is financial, political, and deeply personal. The Musk-Trump standoff exposes the dangers of letting political vendettas shape America's space future. Space exploration demands unity, vision, and sustained commitment, qualities threatened by personal feuds. The $22 billion at stake is about more than money. It's about scientific progress, national security, and inspiring future generations. If access to space can be held hostage by politics, America's leadership is at risk. The lack of alternatives to SpaceX reveals a strategic vulnerability. This crisis may force a rethink of how the U.S. manages critical partnerships, building resilience against political shocks. The future of America's role in space depends on rising above personal conflicts and safeguarding our cosmic ambitions. The stars await, if we can keep our eyes on the horizon, not the squabbles below.